Well, hello there, gang, and welcome to Biden's America. Let's talk about anger privilege.
You have me what? You just hit my car. You just hit my car. You just hit my... I'm bouncing on your window. You just hit my car.
So this woman just backed up into her car.
On purpose.
She backed up
I
into
didn't
the
assault
car
you. We
on
have
purpose.
you on video.
You just hit her car.
I didn't touch your car.
No. I watched it.
No, you
it's right
didn't.
here.
Listen,
It's right here.
Film
Look,
it
you just
right now. Film it.
look. You just hit her car.
Get her license plate. Get her license plate. Look at your car touching my car.
Yeah, you. Just,
Oh my God.
Why would you do that?
Oh my God. Why? Because she's parked like an idiot.
So you went and hit her car?
Today, January 20th, 2021, we have entered into Biden's America.
This lady is now hitting me.
We already got the tag and we already got the phone.
Wouldn't move.
We
Why
ha-
is she coming this way? She thinks
we had our
she's
hazards on.
privileged to just
Privileged?
wherever she feels like. She got in the back
Privileged.
seat and they didn't leave.
In this situation that I just showed you guys, we have a fat, ugly fuck in a crappy car attacking a beautiful woman in a nice car, all because she saw her to have privilege. The concept of privilege is villainized, conditioned by the rhetoric of the left. Privilege is a myth in that it isn't real, it's perceived, and thus makes it socially acceptable for this fat, ugly fuck to act out violently and use her vehicle to intentionally attack another person, all because she became offended at the sight of what she saw as privilege.
She continued to sit there on her phone, whatever the hell she was
With
doing,
her hazards
regardless
on.
of whoever
Yeah.
else was in the parking lot. So I pulled in front of her and I backed up.
Not all anger is created equal. Some anger is privileged rage. If you want to know who has privilege in society and who doesn't, follow the anger. Anger, like everything else, is ideologically coded. Good anger is left-wing. Bad anger is right-wing. Left-wing anger is good because its ideological foundations are good. Right-wing anger is bad because its ideology is bad. Good anger isn't described as anger at all. Instead, it's linguistically whitewashed as passionate or courageous. Bad anger, however, is worrying or dangerous. Angry left-wing protesters call out. Angry right-wing protesters threaten. And that is why the left so easily slips into violence. All its ideological ends are good. Therefore, its means, from mass starvation to gulags to riots and tyranny, must also be good. If I slash your tires because of your Obama bumper sticker, then I'm a monster. But if you key my car because of my Trump bumper sticker, you're fighting racism and fascism. Your tactics might be in error, but your viewpoint isn't. There are no universal standards of behavior. Civility, like everything else, is ideologically limited. If someone offends, they must be punished. The left prides itself on an unearned moral superiority. When they go low, we go high, reinforced by its own echo chamber, even as it has become incapable of controlling its angry outbursts. So enough's enough, team. When the left goes low, we go lower. The left is an angry movement. It is animated by an outraged self-righteousness whose moral superiority doubles as dehumanization, and its machinery of culture glamorizes its anger. In my own experiences of being 2 for 2, being physically attacked at the 2 BLM rallies I had attended, Antifa aggressors told me I deserved to be punched out, and they actually do strike me out, though I've never once even struck back in self-defense, which they're lucky I didn't. But no person ever has the right to physically harm you or your property in an assault. The right is shamed for verbal expression, while the left is glorified for acts of physical violence. Tone policing, also known as tone trolling, tone argument, and tone fallacy, is a form of an ad hominem personal attack and is an anti-debate tactic based on criticizing a person for expressing emotion. Tone policing detracts from the validity of a statement by attacking the tone in which it was presented rather than the message itself. Tone policing is how the anger of privileged leftists is protected while the frustration of their victims is suppressed. The existence of tone policing as a specific term to protect displays of left-wing anger shows the collapse of civility into anger privilege. Civility has been replaced by a political entitlement to anger. But monopolies of anger only work in totalitarian states. In a free society, both sides are expected to control their anger and find terms on which to debate and settle issues. The left rejects civility and refuses to control its anger. The only settlement it will accept is absolute power. The angry left demands that everyone recognize the absolute righteousness of its anger as the basis for its power. This anger privilege, like tone policing, is often cast in terms of oppressed groups, but its anger isn't in defiance of oppression, but in the pursuit of oppression. Anger privilege is used to silence opposition, to enforce illegal policies, and to seize absolute power. But the left's monopolies on anger are cultural and not political. The entertainment industry and the media can reinforce anger privilege norms through public shaming, but their smears can't stop the consequences of the collapse of civility in public life. There are no monopolies on emotion. The left like to think that its anger is good anger because it's angry over the plight of illegal aliens, Muslim terrorists, transgender bathrooms, the lack of abortion in South Carolina, minimum wage, budget cuts, tax cuts, police arrests, drone strikes, all other ways in which reality differs from its utopia. But all that anger isn't the road to a better world, but to hate and violence. Welcome to Biden's America.